Located in the city of Lunardelli, Paraná, the sanctuary of Saint Rita of Cascia is one of the most significant religious destinations in southern Brazil. Known for the strong devotion to the saint of impossible causes, the sanctuary attracts pilgrims seeking faith, miracles, and hope. In this video, you will get an up-close look at the sanctuary, its architectural details, the emotional miracle room, and the atmosphere of peace and spirituality that enchants visitors. Here are 8 fascinating facts about the sanctuary of Saint Rita of Cascia. 8. Origin of the sanctuary. The history of the sanctuary of Saint Rita of Cascia is deeply intertwined with the arrival of the first Italian settlers in the early 20th century. These immigrants, coming from a traditional Catholic culture, brought with them an unwavering faith in Saint Rita of Cascia, known as the Saint of Impossible Causes. Devotion to the saint grew stronger over the years, especially among farmers and rural workers who sought spiritual comfort and divine intercession in the face of life's challenges. However, the major push for the construction of the sanctuary occurred on January 1, 1994, when a group of seminarians from the Diocese of Paraná visited Lunardelli for a holiday mission. During this mission, the seminarians traveled through the city, both in urban and rural areas, visiting families, sharing words of faith, promoting prayer moments, and strengthening the spiritual bond of the community. The presence of these young religious men deeply touched the hearts of the residents, awakening in them the desire to have a sacred place dedicated exclusively to Saint Rita of Cascia. Over the years, the sanctuary became a point of reference for the faithful from different regions of Brazil, who traveled long distances to make promises, express gratitude for blessings received, and seek spiritual comfort. The sanctuary's growth was accompanied by the construction of complementary spaces that enriched the pilgrim's experience. If you are not yet subscribed to the channel, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any curiosities about chapels, churches, sanctuaries, basilicas, and cathedrals. 7. Remarkable architecture. The structure was carefully designed to provide a sacred and welcoming environment for the thousands of pilgrims who visit each year. The design allows natural light to flood the interior through colorful stained glass windows. These windows not only add beauty to the space, but also create a unique atmosphere, as sunlight filters through the vibrant colors, casting beautiful patterns on the walls and floor. At the altar, the focal point of the sanctuary, a statue of Saint Rita of Cascia is displayed. The altar is designed with intricate details and religious symbols, creating a sacred space for prayer and worship. Wooden pews are arranged to provide comfort while maintaining a clear view of the altar and the religious artwork that decorates the sanctuary. 6. Monument of the Miracle of the Rose. The Monument of the Miracle of the Rose, located in the square beside the sanctuary, is one of the most symbolic and emotional spots for devotees visiting the site. The structure was carefully designed to represent one of the most well-known miracles attributed to the saint, which occurred in the final moments of her life. The life-size sculpture portrays Saint Rita holding a rose in her hands, with an expression of serenity and gratitude. The design of the monument was created to convey the simplicity and spirituality of Saint Rita. The rose, the central element of the piece, represents not only the miracle itself but also the saint's ability to flourish in the midst of adversity, just like the flower that bloomed in the middle of winter. This place has become a true spiritual connection point, where the faithful feel the presence of the saint and renew their faith and hope. Leave your prayer request in the comments so that Saint Rita of Cascia may intercede before God on your behalf. 5. Grotto of Saint Rita of Cascia. Built in 1995, the Grotto of Saint Rita of Cascia is one of the most sacred and visited spaces by devotees. The grotto was created to offer an environment of peace, reflection, and spiritual connection with Saint Rita, known as the Saint of Impossible Causes. The structure was carefully designed to blend into the landscape, with natural stones creating an atmosphere of serenity and spirituality. 4. Sanctuary Candle Chapel. The Candle Chapel is one of the most symbolic and emotional spaces for devotees who visit the sanctuary. The chapel was carefully designed to offer a safe and sacred environment where the faithful can light candles as a form of prayer, gratitude, and intercession. Lighting a candle in the chapel holds a profound spiritual meaning. The flame represents the light of faith, hope in times of difficulty, and gratitude for blessings received. Many faithful light candles in the name of family members, friends, or impossible causes, trusting in the powerful intercession of Saint Rita of Cascia. Each lit candle carries a request, a plea, or a thank you, creating an atmosphere filled with faith and emotion. 3. The Miracle Room. The Miracle Room is one of the most moving and sacred spaces within the religious complex. Carefully designed, it serves as a place to gather and display testimonies of faith and gratitude from devotees who have received blessings through the intercession of Saint Rita, the Saint of Impossible Causes. At the center of the room stands a life-size replica of Saint Rita's body, a touching reminder of her constant presence in the lives of the faithful. Upon entering the room, visitors are immediately enveloped in an atmosphere of deep spirituality and reverence. The walls are adorned with symbolic objects, photographs, letters, and emotional accounts of healing, overcoming challenges, and granted miracles. These items, left by devotees, are expressions of gratitude for the blessings received, ranging from recovery from severe illnesses to the restoration of family bonds and personal achievements. Among the countless testimonies, handwritten letters stand out, each narrating a unique journey of grace. Some recount miraculous healings from diseases once considered incurable, while others share stories of families who overcame financial hardships, found unexpected protection in moments of danger, and experienced reconciliations once thought impossible. This sacred space is a living testament to faith, hope, and the transformative power of devotion. 2. Relic of Saint Rita. On March 26, 2023, the sanctuary received a first-class relic of the saint, a bone fragment from Cascia, Italy, where Saint Rita lived. The acquisition of this relic was made possible through the efforts of Cardinal Dom João Braz do Aves, who has a special connection to the Ivai Valley region in Paraná. The relic was delivered to the Diocese of Apucarana, to which the sanctuary belongs, through the Cardinal, who once served as a priest in the Paraná diocese. The enthronement ceremony of the relic was marked by a grand motorcade that escorted the fragment to the sanctuary, followed by a solemn mass celebrated by the Bishop of Apucarana, Dom Carlos José. During the celebration, the relic was placed in a special reliquary inside the church, making it accessible to the faithful for veneration and prayer. 1. Religious events. Among the most significant events are the pilgrimages, which symbolize the journey of devotees seeking blessings and grace through Saint Rita's intercession. Many pilgrims travel long distances on foot as an act of gratitude or penance. Another important moment in the sanctuary's religious calendar is the novena dedicated to Saint Rita of Cascia. The highlight of the celebrations takes place on May 22nd, the feast day of Saint Rita of Cascia. On this occasion, the sanctuary welcomes thousands of pilgrims for solemn masses, processions, and moments of prayer. The blessing of the roses, one of the most anticipated rituals, occurs on this day, as the rose is a symbol of the saint and represents the graces received through her intercession. And so, we come to the end of another story full of fascinating facts. Let me know in the comments, had you ever heard of this sanctuary before? See you in the next story.